In this video, we will create a data frame and we will take an initial look at the data including pairs, plot, and briefly comment. So first we import the libraries. Import pandas has PD, import seaborn has SNS, import matplotlib.pyplot has PLT. Then we will import the data, and the data looks like this. So if we are printing the head, which is the first 5 rows of the data frame, it looks like this. So we have the columns incidence, population, calories, Pashtun, and troops. The rows are labeled as the names of the countries. So here next we will check if this table is a data frame. So we can see that it's a data frame here, and we check the data types. So data types of each of the column for the incidence, population, calories, Pashtun, and troops. Population and troops are of float 65. So we can see population is in decimal and the troops is in decimal, and the rest is int 64. Let's look at the description of the data. df.describe. So the count is 34, and the mean, you can see the mean for population is large, for the troops is the largest, and standard deviation, which gives the spread of the data for population, is quite large, for troops is quite large. And next we specify column Pashtun as categorical class, because when we check the levels of the Pashtun here, dot unique open and close bracket will give the levels of the Pashtun, and that is 0 and 1. So we want to classify that as categorical variable. So this is how we do that. So pd dot categorical, and in the bracket the column and comma categories equal levels, and comma we put ordered equal false for unordered factors. Then next we will import awnings. Awnings dot simple filter action equal ignore. So in case we get any awnings, that will be not printed. So next we will create a pair plot. So we will use the library seaborn, which was we already imported it as SNS. SNS dot set underscore context, open bracket RC equal curly braces, figure size, and then colon and bracket 7,6. Width is 7 and height is 6. So this gives the size of the figure, and to create the pairs plot we'll type sns.pairplot of the data frame df, and we will put the semicolon, otherwise we get something else printed, so we don't want that. So we get the pairs plot over here. So you can see from this pairs plot, some things we notice from the pairs plot. We can see that it doesn't look like there is any outlier. It doesn't look like there is any outlier. And for troops, when we look at the troops data, so for the troops, we see that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes. For the troops, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distinct values for troops. The distributions of incidence, which is this one, and the calories and the population. So if we look at the distribution which is given by this histogram over here, it looks to be right skewed. So we can see the right tail going towards right. So it looks like right skewed. Next, I will show you how to create um, how to color the data points based on categorical data. So this is how we do that. sns.pairplot df comma hue equal Pashtun. So Pashtun has two values, 0 and 1. So we will color the data according to Pashtun. So if it is 0 and if it is 1, so here the legend, if we Pashtun, 0 is blue and 1 is orange. And if we want to include a subset of variables from the data frame, if we don't want all of the variables to be shown in the plot, then this is how we do that. So specific underscore variables equal square bracket and the names of the columns that we want to pair plot, and sns dot pair plot of data frame and vars equally specific dot specific underscore vars. So we see that the pair plot is created for those three variables, and then we will include histograms along the diagonal. So this is how we do that. sns.pairplot and data frame comma diagonal underscore kind equal hist. So in the diagonal there is histogram.